Hi. So I'd just like to start off by saying thank you so much to anyone who had something positive to say about last week's video. It was a very broad topic. It was just basically happiness. And I just talked about when you're in that 50-foot ditch, you don't know how to get out, all this shit just keeps piling on top of you and you feel so isolated and you're basically just rotting in yourself and all your thoughts are just spinning and spinning and spinning and you have no room to just let the light in and let the positivity shine through. And what I said about that, I mentioned one of my dad's quotes in Buddha, actually, was the one who first said it, but it's basically you become what you think about or you are what you think about. If you think about sadness, I promise you, you're not going to see a better future. Think about happiness constantly, you will be happy constantly. It is such a better life. I let all that criticism get to me and I felt so alone, like no one really understood me. And it's something you can change. And after I made that video last week, I got a bunch of DMs and a bunch of tweets asking for advice, as well as so much positive feedback. I cannot even explain to you how happy that made me, knowing that people were inspired by what I was saying. And speaking of inspiration, this week's video is actually inspired by you guys. You inspired me to talk about what I'm talking about today. And after I made that video, one girl that I really liked, when I met her, she was so excited. She was just a really cool girl, and you could tell she had so much potential. She DM'd me, and she said, let me go to it. She said, "How do you always stay so put together? Because you always seem so calm and just peaceful. And I want that, I just don't know how to get like that." First off, I'd just like to say, sometimes I'm really not at peace with myself, and I think that a lot of us aren't. And it seems kind of hard when you don't accept yourself to even think about being confident and proud of who you are. But it is so important. And what I said back to her was about that exactly. It was about accepting who you are, accepting your physical appearance, accepting... Hi, Dad! Do you want to say hi? Okay.
Hello, video people. Boom. I like it. She's a cool girl, isn't she?
Yeah, I told her that. I was like, you seem like a person I want to surround myself with.
What nicer thing could you possibly say to somebody than that? Think about it. I know, it's a nicer compliment could you tell somebody than it'd be a good influence on me. I hope she appreciated it. I bet she did. People don't know how to react when you say something like that. She was like, thank you. I was like, I don't know if that was a weird thing to say. She's like, no, not me at all. Alright, well, I'm just home for a second. I gotta run, but glad I ran into you.
Okay, anyways, so... Weird lighting. I'm gonna move over a little bit because the sun is, ruining my day.
And, love yourself and stuff.
Bye, Dad! Love you! Is this better? Okay. And I feel like that is one reason that I used to be really stressed out and really anxious all the time, was because I was so unsure of everything that I was doing and I felt like I was doing everything wrong. And really what was happening was that I was different. I wasn't like everyone else. And I thought that since I was different, that it was a bad thing, that I shouldn't like myself for and that I should change it. And the truth of it is that you shouldn't change it. There's so many normal people out there that when you're not normal, there is a certain attraction to you, and sometimes it does seem like it's a negative difference. But I can promise you that there is someone out there who will appreciate your difference so much that they won't even know what to do. And not liking yourself is so much easier than to be confident, because these days, I'm in high school and I know that if you seem like you're confident and proud of who you are, you will get made fun of and you will seem like the odd one out because you love yourself and you're proud of what you do. And a lot of people aren't. And I don't know why that seems like it's the cool thing, but it's not. It's not the cool thing to do. Take a step back to look at yourself. You're a human just like everyone else. You have the same rights as they do, and you are just as equal to say your opinion as they are. So if you say something and they look at you like you are the fucking craziest person they've ever seen, Who gives a shit? If someone else doesn't like who you are, why does it matter to you? It's your life. It's your body. It's your appearance. And if they have a problem with you, it's not your problem. It's theirs. It's not about whether you look cool to other people. It's not about whether you fit into the popular clique. It's about being happy with who you are. And if you aren't happy with who you are, accept that you aren't happy. Don't blame your school. Don't blame your parents. Don't blame your friends. Don't blame it on anybody else. It's no one's fault. It is how it is. And if you don't like who you are, there's this thing called waking up in the morning. And there's this thing called a brand new day every single day. And if you give yourself the chance to do it, you can change. And you can become the person that you want to be. No matter what it takes, you can get there. And there is this quote by Eric Thomas. I saw him in Michigan at a college. My dad invited me to go with him. And he is one person that I will never forget hearing what he said. He said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. And that goes exactly with acceptance. When you want to accept yourself and love yourself and be proud of who you are as badly as you possibly can, you can do it. When you have faith in your goddamn self, you can do anything you put your mind to. And I've learned that, and I know so many people who have inspired me to do that same thing. People who came from nothing and got to something.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
And the only way that you can go from nothing to something is by changing and by doing something to get there. You can't just live your life every day in the same exact routine and expect to reach your goals, because it's not going to happen. If you're expecting something to change, but you're not changing anything that you do, it's not just going to fall out of your closet and into your chest and you're like, I'm a changed person. You have to do things to change yourself. You have to do things to motivate yourself. You have to find out what your passion is, and you have to go from there. You have to set goals, and you have to set dreams that you can achieve, things that you can push towards. Everything that is happening in your life, whether you like it or not, it's happening. You have to accept the things that life brings you, and you have to accept the situations that life puts you in, because whether you hate it or not, it's still gonna happen. Whether you decide to wake up every day dreading your life, you're still going to have to live that day. And you're not promised another one. So when you wake up in the morning, the sun is shining, you have a bed to get out of, clothes to put on, and a car to drive to school, be happy with it. Don't focus on the negative things. You can hate yourself all you want, but all you're doing is isolating yourself more and more each and every day when you could be making a change to accept yourself. Accept whatever happened in the past for what it is, and whatever happened, you have to let go and understand that you can't go back and change it. It's not like you're in English and you're going back to edit your second draft. It's the past, and you have the future to look towards. If all you're doing is dragging your past along to your future, it's not going to get you anywhere. Accept the way it was, accept what happened, and accept that you can change and move on in a brighter future. Put yourself in situations you're okay with being in. Surround yourself with friends that inspire you, friends that bring you up rather than drag you down. Because there are so many people in life that will drag you down constantly every chance that they get. Who are they to tell you who you are and who you can't be? It's all about acceptance. Who wants to look in the mirror and hate themselves every day when you can make simple changes? Exercise, when you could eat healthier, when you could do your hair in the morning and not go to school feeling like shit. There are ways to accept yourself. Accept the criticism. Don't let it eat you away every single day. Don't lay in bed thinking about it when there are so many better things to wrap your mind around. No matter how old you are, no matter what color your skin is, no matter what people may say about you, whether you're too small, too big, too loud, too quiet, too shy, too smiley, who cares? Wanting to be someone else is a waste of the person you are. Overcome how you think about yourself. If we don't have that, we'll never grow, we'll never learn, and we sure as hell should never teach. That was a quote by Maya Angelou. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to God that this helps somebody out there, anybody at all. I hope you've come to terms that you can love yourself for the person that you are. And stay tuned for next week's video. Have a good day.